News.com here with heavyweight champion Bryant Jennings. Now, Bryant, you're coming off a pretty it was a close fight, but you pulled that out really gritty. The first couple rounds were a little feel out, and then you kind of came on strong in the later rounds. Talk to me a little bit about that fight with Mike Perez, and what you had to do, to persevere in that one.
The fight was a fight. It's a solution to every problem, and upon each round, I was figuring it out, and then I came up with something that felt as though that will work. So I kept going towards it, but not every fight's gonna be pretty. Styles make fights. Perez had a very ugly style. He was a southpaw, very experienced, very slick. And me, I'm an orthodox fighter. Very versatile, in my own little way, but I have my own little style, and my style matched his style, made it a little difficult fight. So I had to weed through it, and I got through it.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching the fight, and actually I thought you actually won a little bit more decisively. Were you surprised? That fight was actually decided on that point deduction in the later rounds. What did you think of the?
Yeah, I definitely was surprised on that. The outcome of it, per se that the point made a difference, because I think I won clearly the second half of the fight, and the way I always judge a fight while I'm in there is to say, as long as I'm not getting hit, then I think I'm winning the fight.
Now, what do you think that sets up for you a little further down the road? That was a big win, because that solidified what you've been working on. What do you see, like Stiverne, or who do you think next?
Well, that fight was actually a sanctioned fight, and that made me a mandatory for the WBC, and I fight the winner out of Bryant Stiverne and Deontay Wilder whenever that comes. Here it is, it's probably about 5 months in, and still not no word on when the fight is actually going to take place and where. But I'm waiting patiently. I'm always in shape. I'm in shape right now. I'm 225 right now. I'm always this weight, and I'm good. So I'm just waiting patiently, doing what I got to do, and staying out of trouble, staying in shape.
Do you think if that fight doesn't matriculate into what it needs to be, do you think you'll take like a tune-up fight or something in the meantime? Or
yeah, that's possible. I wouldn't mind doing a tune-up fight right now, but being at the level that we're at, the way the business and the marketing goes in the boxing world today, a tune-up fight is not really, a lot of people don't like tune-up fights, right. I just pretty much need to portray, this same thing, and I need to, be a competitive person, but being competitive may knock you back if something may happen. It's this boxing, anything can happen, but we just gotta just play it out right, and the right fight to come along, whether it's a tune-up fight or whether if it's a hard fight, I got to do what I got to do, and I'm willing to do it.
Right. And there's a lot of great fighters from Philadelphia. Do you think you're going to bring that Philadelphia pride back? Heavyweight champion like Joe Frazier. A lot of people. Hagler used to fight at the Spectrum a lot. I know that's gone, but you think you maybe bring something back to Philadelphia?
Yeah. I definitely keep up with I definitely keep the pace up with with the Philadelphia the history behind it and all that stuff like that. I live up to it very good. I don't know whether it might be something in the water, because a lot of Philadelphia fighters, such as myself, we adopt that style, and it's literally like the Philly style, and we all have it, and I'm living it, and I'm gonna continue living it, and I'm gonna take it past into the future to my career, and hopefully somebody else behind me can do the same thing.
And just last question. Now, a lot of people, kind of like thinking you're like the great hope to kind of bring that heavyweight division back. That's I'm sure you've heard that a lot before. Yeah. You and Wilder, those are the two guys, coming up in the division, trying to bring that division back. What do you make of that?
I make of that I am one of, and the conversations of Wilder makes it a little good, but that's just on paper, But you need a whole lot more guys like me. Because I think I'm old school. I believe I'm old school. I've only been fighting for 5 years, and I've never backed down from no one. And I've taken some tough fights, some fights that nobody would rather take. And you just need more people like me. I don't think Wilder's a person like me. He's talented. He does what he does, but he picks around, and it's not really old school fighting. I guess it's the new school thing. So maybe I have to adjust to this new school thing. Not taking nothing away from me, but I'm one of the ones, and you need a lot more guys like me. Not saying there aren't. I'm just saying me and other guys like me will bring back the heavyweight division.
All right, Bryant Jennings, Evan Smith for FightCornerNews.com.